Okay, round 2. Pretty solid looking hand. Keep it. We're on the play. He chose to play last. Interesting. Not too terribly common, I've noticed, in this format. Black. Okay, could be the all removal deck. Just have to wait and see. Black, blue. It's a good time to draw a land. Drop by Firecat. And pass. I'd trade a Firecat for a Gnawing Zombie. I actually think that's an okay trade. Gnawing Zombie's quite good. I'd trade it only if I was attacking, though. Does that make sense? So I say we go for it. All right. Another reason to get rid of that is because of the Act of Treason. This card successfully turns off our Act of Treason plan, so I think it's an okay trade. Cursed Spirit. Pretty good. Let's see if we get a red source here. No. No land. Alright. I guess we can act here. Get in for 7. It's pretty good value. Probably motivates him a little bit more to leave the Accursed Spirit back unless he has a solid follow-up play. We're definitely in the market for some red sources here. Any land would do. Okay. Well, maybe not. Okay. Let's see what his follow-up play is. Trading Post. It's pretty good. Also good with Active Treason. Can't really play it. Okay. Wow. Pretty incredible. Yep, you saw it here first, folks. You saw it here first. Claustrophobia, his own accursed spirit. Okay. Guess I'd rather him do it to the Canyon Minotaur than the Battle Sliver, the Shiv's Embraced creature, the Scourge. But I do need to get the mana to play those guys. Still missing that second red source. I guess that works. Not sure I want to play the Archaeomancer yet. There it is. Guess he has the mana to sack the Cursed Spirit. So let's do the Battle Sliver instead. Alright. Still going to be able to play around our Outrage with the Trading Post, but he could actually use the Trading Post, so I think I might wait for that. If he doesn't use it, then more power to him. Could also steal it, but I don't have a sack outlet, so let's just get in for 5. See if he uses the Trading Post at end of turn. If he does not, we'll nuke the Accursed Spirit. I'm assuming he will. Good. Glad to see that. Pretty tenacious. It's a good combo, the Blood Baron Tenacious Dead combo. Always like that one. Ooh, Pitch Burn actually looks pretty good here. So does Archaeomancer. Let's do... Just racking up the goats, huh? Let's do the Archaeomancer. Let's bring back the Outrage. Yeah, Messenger Drake's pretty good too. Pretty good. Pretty good top deck. Alright. Gotta do some thinking here. If I block with the Battle Sliver on the Blood Baron, he does have to sack 2 creatures in order for it to survive, so that might actually be worth it. Alright. He doesn't have the mana to get the Tenacious Dead back, but he could just pay a life, get 2 goats, sack them both. And that would work fairly well for him. Alternatively, I can... what else can I do? I can play Pitchburn Devils. I can play Scourge of Valkus. Actually, we can kill his Tenacious Dead. Let's get rid of that synergy. I like that. And I mean, it nets us at 4/4 too, so I think that is actually the right play. Yep. All right. And now we can relax a little bit. If I get a land, I'll be able to do Shiv's Embrace and Active Treason, which is quite strong. I guess the Act I could only do on the Blood Baron, because then he could just sack the Messenger Drake when I try and steal it. It looks like Active Treason is significantly weaker in this match because of the Gnawing Zombie and the Blood Baron. I'm even thinking about maybe bringing in Demolish for the trading post. Alright, getting in with the Blood Baron now, presumably killing the Archaeomancer. Alternatively, I don't have too much alternatively, so let's just do a little absorption here. I think my plan is... Wow. Multiple outrages, huh? Pitchburn Devils actually doesn't look that bad here. So let's do that. Let's play him, see if he resolves. I can afford to take a hit from the Messenger Drake. I don't even think it's that wise to attack with the Messenger Drake. So I think we'll get in with the Scourge this turn. Alright, we'll pump the Scourge. Pass. And now we could actually block with the Pitchburn Devils, deal 3 to him, and then on our turn, we can outrage, act, whatever, the Messenger Drake. I guess he can still use Trading Post to discard and gain 4, so still a little bit away from lethal here. If I block the Pitchburn Devils and I deal the 3 to Blood Baron, he'd have to sack just the 2 goats currently. But it would take a few more turns to build that up again, so maybe it's worth it. I still don't think he can really attack with Messenger Drake unless he has another flyer or removal. No attacks. Okay. Oh, it's kind of nice. Let's lock down the Drake. So now he's got to discard to gain 4. Gets rid of a swamp wisely. So should have lethal next turn. I guess maybe not. No, I guess we're 1 out with the Trading Post. Maybe not. I guess we just do the Battle Sliver and then we can get in with the Shiv's Embrace, I mean. So that would appear to be the plan. I guess I could have just swung with Pitchburn Devils too, but I actually want to keep that up as a blocker opportunity. Alright, let's do the... I think actually doing the Shiv's Embrace... Yeah, I think I actually like shivving the Pitchburn Devils more, because then if he removes it, I can nuke his face. But I guess the upside on this is a lot more, so let's do this. Let's see if we get there. Okay. All right. So, despite him screwing up, I would say he did pretty good. Trading Post is certainly good. He's got spot removal in the form of Disperse, Doomblade. Mark is good. Good cards in there. It's going to be challenging. Feeling a little bit more wary about the Shiv's Embrace there, even though it was very good. Kind of want to Demolish. I want the Wild Ricochet. I want the Negate. Negate, more useful than Demolish. It's more preemptive, but I think there's just, especially since what we already saw, I feel like it's more useful. I do like Wild Ricochet, but Doomblade, he's already got a lot of black creatures, so I'm not sure that's going to work as well for me as I'd like it to. He did have blue creatures as well, but it seems a little bit more dangerous. I do really like the Negate, though. I feel like that's going to be super useful. Maybe that's it for now. So let's cut one of our Axe. You could see that being less useful with all the sack outlets he has. Actually, maybe we could dump both Axe and then we actually can bring in the Demolish. Is that horrible? I don't think so. I mean, Trading Post is very good, especially with what his deck's doing. Alright, let's try this. I guess Bubbling Cauldron looks worse now, though. If I'm not doing Active Treason, Bubbling Cauldron looks much worse. Has synergy with Dragon Egg. Has synergy with... That's it. Pitchburn Devils. Has synergy with Pitchburn Devils. So playing Bubbling Cauldron for 2 decent, not amazing synergies. Should I presume he has more instants and sorceries in there besides the Doomblade and Disperse? I guess, I mean, it's really good with Disperse potentially. Let's try it. Why not? Going for some interesting drafting here. Alright, this, I mean, it looks keepable. Not amazing, but got a nice 3-drop and some other potentially useful spells. A little dependent on getting a blue source, but we'll give her a try. So our opponent likes being on the draw. I'm curious if that means I should be, if I lose, I should be on the draw myself to kind of screw that plan, but I'm not sure I do. I kind of like being on the play with this deck. This looks eerily familiar. Wow, strange. Alright, well, Warden makes more sense now. And we're actually just a red source away from just a bomb mythic. Well, don't mind if I do. Liliana's Reaver, quite good. Not quite against what we got, though. Oops. Looks like we are in lethal territory next turn. So we're going to have to force that removal out of him. Even with the sacrifice, it's not enough. Okay. It's actually kind of nice. He's forced to block the Scourge, so I can still swing with the Warden. And I could actually just get a removal spell and win, but let's see if that happens. Alright, so now we can swing with both. And he really doesn't have a choice but to block the Scourge. And then we can follow up with a Battle Sliver. Second Messenger Drake. It's pretty good. Still get to swing with everything. Yeah, it doesn't quite work. Alright. Pretty excellent turn progression, no doubt. Alright, I'll see you in round 3.